What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Nets Republic. Hope you had a good week. Lord knows I have had a tiring week. I am so exhausted. Jesus Christ, I ain't gonna lie to you. This has just been one of those weeks where it's like it just felt like it dragged. I don't know about y'all, but thank God it's Friday. And in the vein of Friday, here is your final video of the week. And again, this is your host, Sever the Bond. Welcome back to Nets Republic. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Yes, 1,000 subscribers. We've actually already hit our little preseason milestone. We made it over to 700 subscribers. So I will ease up on my aggression towards you hitting the subscribe button. You should still do it if you haven't already, but we have reached our 700 goal before the season starts. I will back up a little bit, but you should still hit the subscribe button regardless. Also, you should go on to netsrepublic.com and hit the shop button and check out some shirts. Don't just check them out, buy them by all means. But that's not here nor there. Now, assuming you've done all that, we got to get into today's video, which, as promised, we're looking at the official ratings of NBA 2K23, specifically in regards to the Brooklyn Nets. And I got to be honest, I didn't really think this video was going to be that juicy. I thought it was going to be very straightforward and kind of a dud. But then I started to actually look at the overalls, and I was like, no, this is nasty. I mean, from the beginning, it's just gross. So let's just get into the shenanigans right here. We're not going to do an intro. We're just going to get into the shenanigans. So the highest rated individual that we have on the team is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a 96. Now, KD, for some reason, found this laughable and thinks he should be a 99. You know what I'm going to say. So this next sentence really shouldn't be much of a shock to anyone, but don't get swept in the first round and maybe you'll be higher. That's basically the best thing I can say to that. Like, shout out to Kevin Durant. You know, happy to have you here, I suppose. I guess we'll just ignore the shenanigans you just put us through all summer. But the best way to get a high rating in 2K is not getting swept in the first round. That's best way to go about it. I don't really see how there's any form of arguing. He should be happy he's that. The performance he put on, but that's neither here nor there. And you might think, oh, Sever, that's so harsh. How can you go at our Lord and Savior Kevin Durant like this? Well, peep what 2K ranked Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, and this is no exaggeration, this is no joke. I don't believe I read it wrong. I'm pretty sure I was looking at the right joint, and I got the update and everything. Kyrie Irving is an 89. Now, again, we got swept in the first round. Kevin Durant infamously had the worst series of his career. So to punish him, they made him a 96. But Kyrie Irving is an 89. Did they take points off for not being vaccinated? Like, what could have possibly happened? I'm really trying to think about it because it is beyond me, to be quite honest with you. It's beyond me. An 89? Someone let me know down below. Did I just get the special version of 2K? An 89? For comparisons, for those who maybe don't play 2K and are looking at the screen like Sever, it's just a video game, Trae Young is a 90. If that didn't put things into perspective, I don't know what else will. Ja Morant is a 93, I believe. Again, I didn't look at the other teams like that. I did look at the Hawks, obviously, and Trae's a solid 90. Now, I mess with Trae Young heavily. Y'all know I respect the Hawks. Like, back in the day, I used to be poo-pooing all over them, but nowadays they're just too talented to ignore. But if Trae is a 90, I mean, like, what more did Kyrie have to do last year? And again, this is coming from Sever the Bond. I understand he didn't play a majority of the games, but are we taking points off for vaccination status? Like, the man had a 60-point game. Does that not... Do we take points off for flicking off the Celtic fans? Like, make that make sense. The drastic drop-off in talent is disgusting. To go from Kevin Durant's 96 to Kyrie at an 89. The skill gap's there, but it ain't that. No, it ain't that. I'm not really someone that gets upset at 2K scores, but again, someone let me know down below. Do I just have the special version of 2K? Is there a glitch on my game? Because that is insanity. I don't know what to say. Again, maybe I've just got the special version of 2K, but when I looked at the game, man's is an 89. I don't even know what to say to that, but that's neither here nor there. Ben Simmons is an 83. I know he didn't play, but there were multiple years where Derrick Rose wasn't playing, and he was like a 95 respectfully. I just don't know what grade or what scale we're grading the players on. Because how could Ben... and I'm not saying Ben Simmons should be a 90, but an 83. Again, did I just get special 2K, or somebody let me know down below, because I'm just highly confused as to what's going on here. TJ Warren is our next, again, what? TJ Warren is our next highest ranked player. He is a 79. I'm not as up in arms over that. It's just some of the names afterwards, it's shocking to me. The next individual would be Seth Curry. Seth Curry is a 78. Sure, not mad at it. Claxton is a 76. Not enraged over it. Sure, why not? This one just had me confused. Joe Harris is a 76. Did the injury knock him off that hard? Like, to me, Joe Harris is a solid 79 because of the injury type stuff. Like, I don't... 76 is nuts. Then the next one is Sumner, right? And that's no shot at him, but there's still multiple other people on the roster. We're not even halfway through. Sumner is a 75. I thought that was very gracious. Royce O'Neal is only a 74. That was kind of okay. Cam Thomas is also a 74. So according to 2K, Cam Thomas and Royce friggin' O'Neal are the same skill level. So let that sink in for a second. We continue. Day'Ron Sharpe is a 73. I don't know if I'm enraged about that, but again, in comparison to who's next, wait till y'all hear this. So Day'Ron Sharpe is a 73. Patty Mills is a 72. Now again, if you didn't watch the season, if you didn't watch the games, I could forgive you for thinking that Patty Mills at 72 is okay. Your created character starts at 60 with the brown shirt. Patty Mills is a 72. Again, if you didn't watch the games and you're just going off of general stuff, then I can understand you saying, Sever, what are you upset with that by? But for those of you who watched the friggin' games, Patty Mills was an assassin from the three-point line. There were times where, remember when there was like nobody out there and it was just Patty Mills, James Harden, and the kids because everyone was either injured or had COVID because Kyrie came back and gave the team COVID? Remember that? It was just Patty Mills and James Harden and the kids. Patty Mills was an assassin from three. To sit there and say he is a 72 while Claxton is in the high 70s? That is... I gotta quote Kevin Durant, it's laughable. It's just insanity. But don't worry, there's more. No Billy Mays, there's more. There's more. Let's keep going. Markeith Morris is also a 72. You can't make it up. You just can't make this up. Watson, I'll be on my wrist. 72. All right. I don't know how he feels about that, but all right. This is where it starts getting insane. Duke Jr., David Duke Jr., is a 72. So you're telling me David Duke Jr. is on the same skill level as Patty Mills, Markeith Morris, and Watanabe. David Duke Jr. This is where it gets nastier. Kessler Edwards is a 71. Now again, if you don't watch the games, I can see why you're looking at the screen like, Sever, what's the big deal? If you don't watch the games, Kessler Edwards was locking up Paul George, and you're telling me he's a 71? After the pre-order bonus, you're like a 75. Kessler Edwards being a 71 to me is the most insane. Like, that just tells me we're dealing with individuals that don't even watch. You don't even watch. You just see he's on a two-way contract and assume he's a bum. That is insanity. That's the worst one to me. Golly! Followed up on the last one, which is that Williams dude who, again, I don't even know who that is. He's a 68. I couldn't tell you if that's disrespectful or not because I don't know who that is. To this day, I don't know who that individual is, but that's not here nor there. These are some of the worst ratings I think I've seen in 2K history. I am the last person to get up in arms over 2K ratings. I don't really care. I promise you I don't. I think only inexperienced head coaches look at things like this. But 2K got some splaining to do with this. I just got to keep it that with y'all. 2K got some splaining to do. Never has it been a case of, oh, you don't watch the games as this list right here this year. My God. I mean, it's a weird comparison, but Diana Taurasi is like an 86. Diana Taurasi is 40. It's beyond me. It's beyond me, y'all. It is beyond me. But that's neither here nor there. Let me know your thoughts on all this down below. And again, somebody tell me, do I just have special 2K? Please inform me. But I'll see y'all later. Sever the bond. Nets Republic. Been a long week, but I hope you made it through. And I'll see you on Monday for more off-season content. Yeah.